See what happens.
Go on ahead. Just waiting for Pro Tools to
There
load
we
up. Well, I'm not recording my voice yet, but you think we have to do that?
No, I mean it's fine. It's only pretty much if something goes horribly wrong, which I mean that never happens to us. Um,
Ever.
we're back.
You motherfucking haters didn't think we'd be back, but we're back. We
We're
heard
back.
all your hate mail. That's a lie.
I mean, you
Straight up.
responded very nicely to that hate. I mean, we already technically did an episode in between where Xbox did receive some games, so I don't know if we're gonna get too many Xbox haters on this episode, but we had a lot of news to catch up on, some life events to catch up on, and sadly, still digital boys.
Still going to attempt to make this like an hour max.
Oh yeah,
that was
we
a
got
really
this.
good spot. We can do it.
We got it. Yeah, hour max I think is the perfect amount, and I have nothing else to say from that. There's nothing else. I haven't done this. We haven't done this in a while, so we're feeling a little. What's the word? Rusty. I guess.
I haven't seen Chris live in. If you don't count him streaming, I haven't seen him live.
Yeah, even that hasn't been great. The streams have been lackluster as of late. The games that I've chosen to play on live stream, but I might be doing Marvel Rivals or something.
Word. I got one I have to do now. I got to do that Nintendo World Championships.
Oh yeah, you got to unbox that on stream too because it's like a nice little box set.
I had an idea to do that and come on the stream with like a headband on and like a water bottle. Like I got this. Let's do this shit.
Hell yeah.
And like have a whole like I'm racing against myself. I'm beating my best time type of theme going.
For sure. We should definitely do that. I definitely will be tuning in for that stream. I cannot wait for that. Hell yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
But yeah, what you been up to for the past month? Because we haven't caught up in a while. We got this our early intro catch-up session, so catch up.
Work. I just been working and family stuff. July for my family is incredibly, at least it's 1 million birthdays in July.
I saw it was Aaron's 2 days ago, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday. Yesterday. Brendan's birthday is the 7th. My dad's birthday is the 11th. One of my close friends' birthday is the 19th. Another one of my friends is the 21st. Aaron was yesterday on the 23rd. Today is my little cousin's, and Monday is my cousin-in-law, like Adrian's cousin. And those are all things we got to acknowledge people. Yo, it was the beginning of the month, and Brendan's birthday came, and I'm like, we won't remember this. We don't got to do anything today, right?
Here's a Roblox gift card. Go give it to your brother.
Nah, but we did. It was one of those like swelteringly hot days, those 100-degree days.
Yeah.
And I went to the backyard, and I set up we got like these 2 kiddie pools, one bigger than the other one. And then this inflatable dinosaur that you can hook your hose up to, and it like sprays water everywhere. And a slip and slide. And I did all of that, set all that shit up, and then we had a little party and people came. But I was out there from like 11 a.m. to like 6. And when I tell you, I was dying, sweating, just working. And then people came over and it was fine. But then once it was done, once 7, 8 came and people started leaving, I'm like, all right. I started like dismantling everything. Like they were still in. I was like, get out, dumping the water, taking the air out. I was like, I've been out here too long and I've been melting. And the day before that, we went to Sesame Place for him.
Oh shit, that's right down the street from me.
Yeah, so I was near you. But
Nice.
it was another one of those hot ass days. So I'm like, this park is going to be the death of me. I'm going to pass out on this concrete and cook into the cement.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, we would go there. I used to love the smell of how hot it was, though, with the concrete, like that hot pavement smell. It's like that gasoline smell that you like, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
I feel like that was like, if I smelled it anytime past the age of 10, I was like, oh, Sesame Place. Like, it gave me
It's all coming
memories.
back to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, just the usual shit like work and other BS. What about you?
Yeah. Life's been kicking me in the ass pretty hard as of the past technically 3 months now. Ever since I went to WrestleMania, everything has gone downhill. It feels like it was like, hey, here's like your peak moment of the year. Everything's gonna suck after this. So I've just been in and out of the hospital a couple times. I'm going to physical therapy now, which is not really the most fun, to be honest with you. Ironically, though, my physical therapist, one of them I found out has a podcast as well. And he was talking about it. Apparently, they're the number 25 podcast in Algeria in entertainment. Yeah, it's a D&D podcast, so that was kind of cool. We actually surprisingly talked a little bit more today, and he does 3D printing, so that kind of worked out. He does D&D and a bunch of other stuff, so that was pretty neat. But
it's your soulmate,
I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird. I don't know how to explain how it's just a weird like setup. For me at least, like you walk in there, you write your name on the clipboard, and then you just go to do like your exercises that I do every day and shit. Which, first of all, the exercises I'm doing, as they look goofy as fuck. Like the first one I gotta do is make a double chin. Like you just do this and like just hold that for 5 seconds, but then do it 15 times.
That's the picture for the podcast.
Yeah, that's 100% the thumbnail. But like fucking. That's like, it's goofy. So I'm just sitting there in like a room of like 10 other people. I'm like doing this. And some other lady's like pulling a rope over her shoulder to yank her leg over her back and some contortionist shit and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm just like, okay. And then you wait for your physical therapist to come and be like, hey, let's go. And if you get one of the two dudes, they're just out in the open in the area where like everyone's working out. So they're just like, you just lay down on this table and they just fucking dig into your muscles for like 10-15 minutes while everyone else is stretching and shit. And then they give you like the little the pulse thingy or whatever the fuck it's called, like the TENS unit. But I don't know, it's been fine. I don't know, I don't think it's not helping, but I'm also like, I don't know when I'm supposed to stop and when I'm done, if that makes sense. Like today I had to go up and be like, so I don't know what's going on. Like, do I need more appointments? Do I need 2 weeks still? What's the deal? I still haven't paid for any of them still, even though insurance approved it. Like they haven't told me how much I owe, so that's gonna be fucking another bill at some point. But fucking, I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on here? And it's just strange to say the least. It's out of the usual for me. But I'm getting back to it, trying to get back to normal, force myself at least, because
we literally switched places.
Yeah.
When I was in the hospital and I was down for 3 months, and then I had physical therapy and all that shit.
Dude, it's weird, man. I don't know what's going on, and that's the thing that's also weird is that I don't know what's going on still. Like I don't know if what had happened to me was a pinched nerve, a pulled muscle, something going on actually in my body that I don't know about, or some other shit still going on. I still don't know, and I don't know where to go to figure that out. Which, ironically, you still don't know what was going on with you as well, right? So like that's the American medical system is, in my opinion, and this is a scientific term, a fucking joke. So,
yeah, I read that in the doctor's encyclopedia. Yeah, fucking
it's
joke.
just, it's bad, man. Like, I don't know.
It's weird because on the one hand, I'm like, thank you for curing me. Yeah. But then it's just like, but you can't tell me what it was? Like, how do I avoid it? Like,
yeah. It's also like, did they though? That's the other thing. It's like, did they cure you? Because like, if they can't tell you what was going on with you, and they were just guessing, they just fucking threw shit in your body and said, "Here, take this."
On one hand, they had to have, they might not have known what caused it, but they definitely found the abnormality.
Oh.
So I guess they got it. They removed the abnormality, and I was on antibiotics for a while, and it was pretty much just flushing my system.
Mm-hmm.
And they found it. They pinpointed it because I remember them putting a crazy needle in me, I guess, to like remove it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, they numbed me and shit, but like,
That's still fun.
it was one of those things where like when the numbness wore off, it was like, oh, that's what y'all did. I feel all of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they took it out supposedly, but again, it's still like, well, what was it? Because how do I know it can't just
come back
come back? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of at right now. But you know, I'm still having some random pains and shit going on and random bullshit. But you know, I went back to the gym and I did cardio. I didn't do any like fucking actual like workouts because I'm still in physical therapy. So it'd be kind of weird to be like, oh yeah, I went to the gym and I did fucking bench press. Like no problem.
I killed it.
Like why are you coming to physical therapy then? But yeah, I don't know. It was very anxiety. I think that was another thing that was fucking me up because like when I was asking the PT people at first, I'm like, can I go to the gym? They were like thinking I'm talking about like weight training and shit. I'm like, no, I just want to go to the gym and like move, you know, like exist and like go on a treadmill or stairmaster or something. Do legs for God's sake. I don't know. Maybe it's leg day for the rest of my life. We all know I need it, so like, might as well. But they were just like, no, don't go. So then that was in my head, and I'm like, I can't fucking go to the gym. But
true.
Now I'm back to it. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow. Hopefully, we were gonna record tomorrow, but we're doing it now.
Yeah. I got to a point because I came home and Adrian wasn't feeling too well today, and so she had Brendan all day, and then I came home and took him over, and then he ate, and then I was in the shower, and I came out and I saw that he had fallen asleep across our bed. So I put him in his crib. That's when I hit you up like, are you free? Because I have no idea if he wakes up, it's over.
That's my sacred cap. I'm always free. I don't do shit. Literally, the past 3 months have been me just sitting in this fucking chair. And I'm not even trying to over exaggerate. I've just been sitting here and looking at a screen, whether I'm playing Call of Duty, trying to like hate my life more than I already do, or fucking watching TV series or random movies and stuff. That's all I was doing for like months. And it sucked. But what else are you gonna do, right? In this
is gonna be a great story to tell when we like get further in this part of our career.
Yeah.
And we have an interview, and I'm like, you have no idea what we did for this show. We both died one time each.
Yeah. We died a year apart. It was kind of fucking weird. God damn.
How many of you podcasters died and came back to record about video games?
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to getting back into the swing of stuff. I don't know. I'm still in my head a lot, to say the least, about it, but I'm trying to get out of it because it's not a good space to be in, to say the least. But yeah, I think it's time though to talk about what spaces we've been playing in this episode. Right. So start the fucking show.
Do it. Level up. I forgot how to start the show for a second. Level up, gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Save Before Quitting. I go by the name of Ant, and with me to the side of my screen is...
I'm Chris.
Thumbs up, boy. Thumbs up, man. Chris.
2 thumbs way up.
Up that ass. Save letter B number 4 quitting if you'd like to contact us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Titty. Titty if you didn't understand that. Save before quitting all the way spelled out at gmail.com if you would like to send us an email. Or join our Discord and hit us fucking directly in the Discord chat. The Discord link is provided for you below this video. Also, we have a Patreon, which we desperately need to update.
Yeah.
So for all my new people, this is your first time hearing this, feel free to join our Patreon and go watch a bunch of our catalog on there. Bunch of nonsense. Sometimes about video games, sometimes not at all. A lot of times not at all.
Yeah, a lot of times not at all. We could also we gotta figure out what else to put in the Patreon for the people that are there that we appreciate greatly for sticking with us for the amount of months that I've been dying. So thank you, patrons. Appreciate you very much. For sure. But you know what? Honestly, we should put your news slides as like a Patreon thing. They get access to look at the news that we get every single month.
Little behind the scenes action of how we put everything together on this show.
You can see our slideshows.
Right.
To keep us informed.
It's almost like I don't know how we were doing it before this.
We were looking at Twitter and Instagram live on our phones.
Oh yeah, and the Discord news section when we put stuff in there. But I think the slides have become, we still put stuff in the Discord news. Yeah. But then if it's like up to the moment stuff, is more in the little slideshow. So if you would like to see behind the scenes of how we compile all the information, feel free to join the Discord.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it.
Savebeforequitting.com, all the way spelled out if you want some merch.
I gotta make some new merch. We gotta. What should our new merch be? Just us in coffins.
We died once.
Yeah.
Or no, it's how do we make it more video game related? Like you lost a life. We both lost like -1 life.
Yeah, honestly, could do that.
Or the Resident Evil, like when you die and the words like the bloody like you died on the screen. Yeah.
Continue? Question mark.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I think.
Luckily we had change. And now we're back.
We're back. And since we're back, that means we have to do one thing. And Ant, I gotta ask you, what have you been playing this week?
Oh man. So I've just been primarily Steam Deck. Like that's literally the only thing I've been using to play video games.
God damn.
I haven't picked up a Switch. I haven't touched Xbox, PlayStation, none of that. I've been just playing Steam Deck. And I brought it up on my screen. I played a little indie called Valfaris, Valfaris. It is like it's like Contra or Metal Slug, but with more like there's like some RPG elements to it. Has like a heavy metal theme to it. It's pretty dope. Like you unlock a new gun and he starts like head banging. His hair goes everywhere. It's pretty fun.
But the color palette.
It's really, really, really fun. I played that, beat that. So that was a good time. Other than Valfaris, I have been playing Rogue Legacy 2. I've gotten back into that. For anybody who may not know what Rogue Legacy is at this point, it's pretty much run-based platformer. So if you're a fan of Hades, if you're a fan of Have a Nice Death, if you're a fan of what's my shit? Dead Cells. I forgot what it's called for a second. Any of those type of games, then you will absolutely love Rogue Legacy 2. I played a lot when it came out, and then I kind of, other shit came out, so I kind of dipped off. But I've gone back to it now. I've been working my way through. What does it say? I have 27 and a half hours logged into that game. So it's one of those games where like I go to bed and I just play like 2-3 hours of it before I fall asleep. But it's addictive as hell. Again, like any of those run-based games anybody's a fan of, then you're gonna just straight up eat Rogue Legacy up. Rogue Legacy 2. That's what I'm playing. So That's pretty much it for me. I also purchased the Nintendo World Championships, the NES edition. So I'm looking forward to streaming that. I haven't played it because I want to play it fresh on stream.
Oh yeah,
Like
I'm
if
excited
anybody
for that stream.
if anybody's familiar with our old my old streams where I would like start every stream by beating Mario 1 and then going on to the game I was going to play, you'll understand why like this game was made for me.
Doesn't
To
it have
go
like
into.
the speed run timer built into it or some shit?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like.
I
that.
want to see how I stack up against the world beating Mario 1.
Honestly, do you think you could be up there? Like
I don't know, man.
fast?
I maybe, but I don't know. I watch a lot of speed runs on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shout out to GDQ. They just had their summer games done quick. And I don't know. People know how to do some freaky shit in that game. So hopefully, I would like to think I can, be up there with the best of them.
Hell yeah.
Again, if anybody who's seen those streams, I don't fuck around. I know how to get through that game. Like as an intro, I'd get through that game as an intro to the game I would already play. So that already has me kind of confident that I can pull it off.
Do you think you would want to go to be like in a leaderboard? Like you gonna try and like legitimately
try.
get up there? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm waiting patiently for those streams, and by patiently I mean I'm impatient. Get that shit going.
Yo, and that's why I haven't touched it, because obviously, I have a new game here. I just want to open it and play it, and no, because the first time you open it has to be on stream, so that's gonna make me stream it.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing for Baldur's Gate 3 because I got that the physical edition, the deluxe one coming. It is currently in Ireland, and it's making its way to me. They did send me my code for my digital assets, my digital goods, so I have them already loaded on my PlayStation for when it comes.
Right.
But I'm gonna do a nice unboxing stream for that as well.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to it. We got 2 deluxe edition streams coming at you in the near future.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I had other games I wanted to stream, but that came in. I was like, well, this moves to the top of the list. I gotta stream this
For sure. That's awesome.
But what about you, man? What you been playing?
Dude, I've been playing so many games, so I'm kind of just going to rattle them off in terms of not that exciting to ones that I want to talk more about. So NHL, I've been playing that. I did a stream of it, actually. I was playing NHL 3s, which is a mode where you're allowed to play as the mascots as you unlock them in the game.
Right.
And I had a whole entire stream where I was trying to get to Philadelphia. And I didn't get there on the main stream. And I was playing behind the scenes because I had so many games to get through to get to Philly. I finally got to Philly off stream, and once I got there, I noticed that the mascot wasn't an option to be unlocked.
Oh, throw the game in the trash.
I was so pissed. I almost uninstalled it, but I just made a create a character, because you could do like a career mode where you make yourself, and I made myself a bruiser, so I just kept beating the shit out of people because of my anger towards the game of not having the one and only Philly icon that we needed in that game. Motherfucking Gritty didn't have him, so I'm pissed. But other than that, I was playing some of the First Descendant, which is a newer free-to-play game. I did a little bit on Steam and PC, but I switched over to PlayStation just because it runs a little bit smoother there for me. It's pretty cool. It has a grappling hook, so it already makes it like top 10 games of all time already.
Top 10 games of all time. Yep, grappling hook.
But it's very grindy. The best comparison that I've seen is Warframe, which if you haven't played Warframe, I highly recommend that too. It's also a grindy game, but a lot of microtransactions that you can do. You can buy the in-game currency and do all that bullshit if you want to. You don't have to, though, if you just keep playing and just grind it out. But it's real fun. There's a lot of different gun options, a lot of different like characters that you can unlock and shit. You're kind of locked into having like maybe 2 characters for a while though at the start of the game. So when you get to your first character select screen, you better hope to God that you pick the correct character that you like. Because if not, get fucked. You're gonna play that character or the one that runs really fast. And that's it. I picked the big like beefy dude because I thought he looked cool and he's a lot better than I expected. So choose that guy as my recommendation. Other than that, it's been fine. I haven't played it in a little bit, but it's a good time. Fortnite, I've obviously been playing. The season still sucks ass. They
Update.
have the fucking cars need to be removed immediately. The whole Mad Max bullshit has gotten fucking old. I hate that every single game practically ends with a dude in a car. It's so fucking
Mhm.
annoying. That being said, apparently Deadpool and Wolverine are getting new skins for the movie
Of
coming
course they
out,
are.
so I'm excited for that because Deadpool, he was in the game previously as like a side battle pass type thing where it was like the main
Mhm.
battle pass was going on, and then there was like this mini one for Deadpool where you do like different quests and shit, and that was the only way to get him. So if you didn't do
Yeah.
it, you
You
never
didn't
can
get
get Deadpool again. And this guy wasn't playing the game at that time, so I don't have Deadpool. But now they have like a new cell shaded version coming out that looks really cool for the movie, and I'm
Nice.
probably gonna get it if I'm being honest. Other than that, what else? Dave the Diver, I've hopped in and dove back in for a little bit. I did
Nice
the
word play.
Godzilla DLC that was free,
Mhm.
and I very much understand why it was free because it lasts about two nights in game, and that's about it. It's a very short, like lived thing.
Mhm.
You pretty much just go underwater one night, and like this like lady pulls up. She's like, "Hey, I'm like a lady that hunts for kaiju's. You should help me because a signal came here." You go underwater, you find Godzilla sleeping in a den. You go back up, you do a night of cooking. You go back down, you find Godzilla again, and there's this big crab boss that you have to fight in like your little ship. And then you
Mhm.
go back up again, and then before going to cook, a kaiju fight happens, and you get to play as Godzilla, and you're
Oh, you
fighting
play
the
as
giant.
Godzilla.
You play as Godzilla
I'm thinking
fighting
you're
the
fighting
crab.
Godzilla.
Nah. Godzilla's a good guy in the story, but
Okay.
pretty much once you beat the crab, Godzilla just waltzes away, and that's the end of it. And you get a little like Godzilla trophy that you can put up in your restaurant or on your ship or something like that. So it makes sense that it was a free DLC, and it was like
Yeah.
a quick little like here you go thing. So I'm glad that I at least like claimed it and have it because it was really fun. It was a little nice little break from diving, and doing
Yeah.
like the main story stuff. I still haven't beaten it. I don't think I will anytime soon, but Dave the Diver is like probably one of my games of the years for was it this year or last year that it came out? I can't remember.
I feel
That
like
was,
David Diver was last year.
yeah, it was last year. It was one of my game of the years for last year, including Baldur's
Mhm.
Gate. So it's up there for me. It still is. I still love it. What else have I been playing? I gotta look at fucking Steam. Helldivers in and out of, not too much though, because it's just
Yeah.
I don't have anyone to play with anymore. Nobody wants to play it, which is sad. I think the only person that on my like friends list that still plays it frequently is John Pib Extra, but he's playing with other people because John has 1,000,001 friends, so it makes sense that he's playing with other people.
Mhm.
Call of Duty I've been playing, even though I really don't want to play this game ever again because it's fucking rage inducing. But I did reach platinum last season in competitive. For the
Nice.
first time in Call of Duty career, besides Modern Warfare 2. In Modern Warfare 3, I finally had the platinum, and it's the season before the game is done, before Black Ops. But
Mhm.
today is the first day of the new season. They added WWE wrestler Rhea Ripley to the Battle Pass, so which is bullshit because now I gotta buy the Battle Pass. But
Spend that money.
I need it, yo. And there's like a new finishing move where you take a steel chair across someone's head, so need that shit.
It's very appropriate.
Yeah. But I haven't dove into that yet. But the main thing that I've been playing besides all of those things is Marvel Rivals. The open beta, or the closed beta, actually, it's closed beta, got started yesterday. I've
Right.
been playing a little bit with Javaraf. It's fun, but it's definitely leaving a lot to be desired for me on my end. I like it a lot more stylistically than Overwatch. It's very much an Overwatch clone.
Right.
You could not compare, like, every single move that one of the characters does can be compared to something that someone does in Overwatch, and it's like direct comparison. Like, not even like there's no, oh well, it could be original. No, that's this character. That's this character.
They copied Overwatch's homework.
Very much so. And like I think they did it well, where they've changed it around a lot. Like Storm is a really cool character. She kind of copies Lucio's ability to go between speed and healing, but she's an attack character. So I think hers are based around damage and the speed instead. So she's like a tornado effect or a lightning effect that you can do and switch back and forth between, and your attacks, go towards that, whatever they are. So she's fun. Venom's a really fun tank to play as because he kind of can just get in there and eat a lot of damage and like slam down. The web swinging for Spider-Man is really fun. I don't think playing Spider-Man is very fun. They each character has like a star difficulty of like how difficult they are to play. His is maxed out at 5, and I just feel like he doesn't make sense. Like his main attack is melee, so you need to be up close with people and like punching them in order to do any sort of damage. And his alternate attack is like web shooting, but he only has 6 web shots to shoot at someone, and then you have to wait for them to reload over time.
Which, they have like a fucking cooldown?
Yeah, everything has a cooldown move wise. It's Overwatch. So like the web swinging, you only get 2 swings before you have to wait a cooldown of like 3 or 4 seconds for one to come back to you. And then he has like a get over here web thing where you can like web someone, pull them in close to your team and like pull them into your guys' cluster. But he doesn't feel good at the moment to me, but that's also because the difficulty for him is very high. But
do you think someone could master that character and like use him like in a way that's like super effective, or is he just, do you think he's just built badly as a character in general?
I think he's built a little bad just because his health is so low, but he's an attack character, so it's not supposed to be like a shit ton. But like it's a 6v6 shooter, and like you want me to get up close to people, and I can't do that as this little tiny guy, because the moment that I get up close to people, everyone's turning their attention to me as Spider-Man, and I'm dead in like 2 shots. Like it's not even like a thing where the healers on the team could help. Like it feels very unbalanced in his health department, at least for me. Maybe they could just boost his health or something that has to do with like he takes less damage when a bunch of people are hitting him, or I don't know what you would do to fix it. I'm not a game dev. We lost the person that did that on this pod, but it just doesn't feel right. But moving forward, what other characters are fun? I haven't played Doctor Strange yet, I just realized, but they have Penny Parker and the Spider Robot. Pretty interesting character. I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest, but very much like Diva from Overwatch. The healers are pretty cool. Loki is fun. He has this ability where he can make clones of himself and like put him at a different area. So you could be like, go over there, other Loki, and then wherever you're shooting with your staff, that clone is also shooting. So you're both shooting, and I think you could have 2 up at the same time of Loki clones. And then if you press F while looking at a clone, you can teleport to that clone and become the clone. And that's where you are now. And then where you were becomes the clone. So you can like, it's very tricky as the God of Mischief. So it works really well. Magic, the chick with the sword from X-Men, holy fuck is she cool. She gets like an ultimate where she turns into like some Chernobog looking demon and like has backwards face and knees and shit like a kangaroo. Looks sick. Magneto is pretty simple but cool. Black Panther, I can't get the hang of yet, but he's got like a spear throw that I don't really understand why. Like he's kind of like similar to Spider-Man where his main moves are all up close and like hitting wise. But then his right click, like Spider-Man's web shooters, he just takes a javelin and throws it. Which like I get that the Dura Milaje have javelins, but like I don't really think that's a Black Panther thing, really. You know, he doesn't really use a spear like that. But and then Star-Lord is fine, but I don't like playing him because he makes me think of Chris Pratt. So there's that.
And that is enough.
Yeah. Other than that, 2 big things that make this game different from Overwatch that I think is really, really cool is the environment is destructible. So different buildings around the area, you can like shoot them or hit them and they will crumble. There's bridges that like go across like different areas, and say if there's someone up there like using it as like a sniper's tower, like the Punisher, you can like shoot the bridge out and make them fall to the ground, which is really cool. And then the other thing that's really interesting is that there are team up bonuses where if you have certain team members on your team, like if you have a Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, and Groot all together on your team, you get an extra ability on top of the ones that you already have. I don't know
Makes
what
sense.
theirs is specifically because I haven't tried it yet. But there's also one for Spider-Man, Penny Parker, and Venom, in which if you have all three of them on your team, both
Mm.
Penny and Spider-Man get a like Venom mine ability where your body becomes a giant Venom spike ball that you can just like run into people with, which
Yeah,
is super cool. And
definitely.
I love that like little extra bit where it's like you're encouraged to use characters that are from the same family and like they'll have this extra ability for you to use. So I'm curious to see where that goes in the future because a lot of these characters don't really have many characters that are in their family at the moment.
Right.
So I'm curious to see what they do, but overall, it's fun. It's a
Oh,
refreshing, fun take.
oh,
The animation is beautiful. They put so much work into that. The skins are cool that they did for like the variants and stuff. So I'm looking forward to see what the game like has in store for the full release. I'll be playing it probably on stream either tonight or tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Just because I mean it's a beta. I might as well play it on stream for funsies. But
for sure.
yeah, it's been fun. So yeah.
I'm glad, man. I hope it builds more going forward.
Yeah, I feel like it could. I mean, we're gonna talk about it in the news section, but another game that had a beta that I missed out on, Concord. Apparently, that didn't do as well, and a lot of the reports that they're talking about are saying that Marvel Rivals has a 20 times increase of player interest than Concord's beta did. And for
Well,
me, it's just like, yeah, it's
of
Marvel
course it
versus a
does.
new
It's
IP.
Marvel. Yeah.
Like, no shit, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. There's so many fucking live service shooter games out right now. I mean, two of them I talked about. I mean, three technically with Fortnite, but that I play right now. So it's fun. It's a fun time. If you get a chance or
That's
get a
good.
code to play it, check it out. I think there's some Twitch drops happening soon. Even if you don't have the beta, you can link your Twitch. I think starting on the 25th. Don't quote me, but if you watch like a partnered channel that has like the drops enabled, you can get like some free cosmetic stuff for when the game does fully come out, which is pretty cool.
Dope.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it, man. I was waiting to hear your reaction to that game. So
I mean, I'm gonna play a lot of it. I'll tell you that much, because I've been playing Overwatch as well. I did fail to mention that, but Overwatch just doesn't hit like it used to for me. Even
Mhm.
with like I'm getting better at certain characters that I used to not play, but like I don't know, man. It just feels like I'm wasting my time with Overwatch 2 now, and that's sad to say because of how much Overwatch 1 was like a part of my life, but Overwatch
Mhm.
2 is very much a money grab, and they, in my opinion, ruined the game.
damn.
So I'll still play it though. I still have it. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
it still exists.
it still exists, but it ain't what it used to be, which is sad. So yeah, there's that.
Sounds like the game industry as a whole.
Hmm. And now it's time for the news.
Yeah, speaking of the game industry, let's get to the news. Welcome to the news. First up, we got the Nintendo Direct that it happened in June. It's almost August.
Oh,
That's
shit.
our bad. Shit. Obviously, people know about this already, but this is our first time reporting on it. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it. I'll just go down the list really quick. Obviously, the big two of the Direct, Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, where you play as Zelda. So they're
What are your
finally
thoughts
doing
on
the
it?
thing. I'm going to play it because I have to legally. I have to play a Zelda game, or I'll be arrested.
This is in your contract.
It is in my contract that you wrote up oddly when we
Oh
started.
shit!
this
I've been
podcast.
playing Mario Kart too. I forgot to mention that. I've been playing Nintendo game and Shovel Knight.
That's a big one. Those are big two for you.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot to mention them because like they're
Two
so.
fantastic games.
I'm not good at either anymore. So
Damn.
I'm bad.
I didn't expect that.
I keep getting my ass kicked online in Nintendo and fucking Mario Kart. People race like assholes. Hit me
Well,
with
that is
red
true.
shells 3 in a row. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm going to play it. I trust them to make it a good time. Obviously my initial gut reaction, like when it first started out and you see Link in like a fucking hood and everything, I'm like, oh shit, this is about to be crazy. And he's fighting Ganon with the sword. And then he gets, what happens in that trailer? I haven't watched that trailer in a month.
It's like that purple goo where he sinks in.
Yeah, and he's falling under the ground or something. And then Zelda, and Zelda walks out and
builds a table.
Oh, that's right, because he's sinking in. He shoots the arrow at the thing that Zelda's trapped in. Zelda is free. Then she walks out, and then you kind of like slowly get the realization of like, oh, they're making a Zelda game. Like
they're making a Link game where you play as Zelda.
They should have called this Link.
Honestly, I feel like that would have been better if they called this Legend of Link.
Yeah,
because like,
but
come on,
it's only taken almost 40 years, but we're finally getting the Legend of Zelda. But and she has a unique set of skills. Like she can, what was it? She can copy items or something with a wand.
Picnic tables.
Yeah, she can do. On paper, I was like, I really liked how that started with like Dark Link in the fucking hoodie, and I was like, that's a cool design for him. And then you're a princess after all that. But again, I trust them to make this a good time. They haven't let me down with Zelda, so I'm on board. Who didn't know I wouldn't be on board? Metroid Prime 4, the game that was the trailer that was shown like the first year Switch was out, and the project got restarted. I think a new developer started working on it. They scrapped it. Like, it's finally coming in 2025. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It looks like Metroid Prime, just new generation version of it. It looked good, so I'm looking forward to Metroid. Mario and Luigi Brothership. That's another. Like, these first three in the thing we have are like the ones out of the whole show. You're familiar with the Mario and Luigi games. They're pretty much Mario RPGs where you can control Mario and Luigi separately and together. It is a really unique battle system, unique platforming system, unique characters that's not in any other Mario game. It looked really good, looked really interesting. I'll give that a try. All right, I'm going to run through these other ones. So Super Mario Party Jamboree. So new Mario Party is coming. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Is this like the third time they're re-releasing this game? But
returns.
Yeah, the returns of the returns. But I thought it was going to be like Donkey Kong Country Returns, like the third one. They did this one. They did Tropical Freeze. So I assumed this was going to be like a new one. And it was not. It was the first one again. But whatever. If you haven't played those games are great. So have fun with those. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. Nintendo World Championships, like I mentioned earlier. Fairy Tale 2. Fantasian Neo Dimension. The name. Nintendo Switch. Huh?
Probably a farming in it.
Of course, and caves and fairies and all that stuff. Nintendo Switch Sports. I'm assuming this was just an update for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I think they're adding volleyball and another ball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Mio Memories in Orbit. This looked interesting to me. I'm going to definitely play this. It looked like it's a Metroidvania. So this must be like one of their their indies that they're showing off. So I definitely want to play Mio. Disney Illusion Island got an update. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports.
This game looks like fun. We're gonna play it for sure.
Sure, we'll play it. I was telling Chris, like, the older Looney Tunes sports games were fun. I remember Looney Tunes basketball on Super Nintendo, Space Jam on PlayStation 1. They were all fun. It did look kind of janky though.
Yeah, but this
like,
one's
just animation
3D and it looks kind of good. The animation looks fun. I like it. I'm gonna get it on PS5 though, not on Switch. Fuck the Switch. I'm sorry.
I mean, Switch is kind of running out of life at this point. But I'll talk more about that as we go forward. Among Us is getting an update. Farmagia. Can
you guess what it's about?
We should do a podcast.
Farming and magic.
Yep. Funko Fusion. Wasn't it like a shooter, but Funko
Dude,
Pops?
this game looks insane. I don't even know what it is, but it's like you're playing as a Funko Pop from some random franchise, and they have so many franchises in it, and it's kind of a shooter platformer. Similar to, it reminds me of Ratchet and Clank or like the Lego games, like the Lego Star Wars almost in the platforming sense, where it's
It
like
does look like that.
fixed camera, not over the shoulder or anything like that, and it's just like go around, collect studs or whatever the fuck, Funko Pops or whatever.
Connect Funk. You got mad funk, son.
Connect the funk. But like, it looks cool, and I don't want to play it though because I don't fuck with Funko Pops. Don't look at my background.
It does look like a game though that's gonna come out and then immediately be like $20, like a week later.
Yeah, I could even see this being a free-to-play game, to be honest with you.
True.
And then
true.
do some bullshit with like the actual Funko Pops that come out, where it's like, buy this Funko Pop, get this skin in game, or like with a QR code, or like a code that we put on the bottom side of the box. But
Yeah, I can see that.
I kind of am interested. I'm interested, and I might have to fucking play it. And I don't like that I say that, but I might have to fucking play it.
Listen, you got this.
I don't wanna.
My bad. 1 second. Okay, my bad. Let me go back to that. All right. Next up, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is getting a re-release on Switch. The new Dempa Men. Don't remember what that was. Not even gonna lie to you guys. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. It is Metal Slug, but as a tower defense game. Darkest Dungeon 2. Darkest Dungeon has a huge following as an indie game. So here's the sequel to that. A game that I've been told I need to play, so maybe I'll actually find the first one and see what it's about. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero. All right, now the biggest surprise of the show: Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. The fighting game community, as long as and the retro Capcom versus fighting game community, we all lost our freaking minds because up to this point, Marvel vs. Capcom, not only first one, but definitely 2, the fan favorite, has been pretty much stuck on like the 360 era, 360 PS3 era.
Mhm.
It was like a downloadable online version, like it was like the definitive version pretty much. Now this being announced has reignited that community. I was super hyped to see it. Leaderboards online, like, and it's not only Marvel vs. Capcom, but it's X-Men Children of the Atom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then they randomly threw in a Punisher side-scrolling beat 'em up in there.
Yeah, that was kind of random. I saw, but
It's random as fuck, but okay. But that's a day one for me. I already pre-ordered it. I'm gonna get a physical version and I'm gonna get it digitally.
hell yeah.
Because I'll be damned if y'all take Marvel vs. Capcom from us again, and I need a way to play it that's not blowing the dust off of a 360 to play it.
It's gonna be
It
only
even
on
made-
Switch, right? Did they say
No,
that?
it's on everything. It's on
Oh
everything.
shit! Are you pre-ordering it on Switch then?
I pre-ordered the physical PlayStation version,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get the digital Steam Deck version.
All right. Fuck you, Switch.
Yeah, I'm not. I need consistency with that. Don't give me
Yeah,
your
actual
shitty
frames.
Switch online
Yeah,
shit.
that's valid. Next up,
Plus
my
it's
favorite
more-
game.
Oh yeah, everybody's favorite game. Marvel. I'm still stuck on that. That would be crazy. Just for communicate. Let me communicate with the audience here. Just Dance 2025 edition. But wouldn't it be crazy if it was a Marvel Dance?
Honestly, I'd fuck
2025.
with that. It's kind of like the Star Wars one that came out a while ago for the
True.
Xbox. Fucking what was it? The Kinect or what the thing that was with the Han Solo dance and shit.
I'm Solo. I'm Han Solo. Yeah, I remember that shit. But in the Marvel one, it's just doing the asshole Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3. Fucking, it's just that.
Bully Maguire, baby.
Yeah, Bully Maguire. Lego Horizon Adventures, which was surprising. Wait, no, that was announced somewhere else. That was announced at
on
the State of
a
Play.
State of Play, but then this was the confirmation that it was coming to Switch. And it wasn't confirmation; it was the first showing of it. Because I think at the Sony thing, it said on
It said Switch. This is the first
Yeah.
time Nintendo has mentioned it themselves.
Which, I mean, it makes sense to be on this because it doesn't look like it's going to require too much processing power to run. He said
Right.
before the 12 frames per second videos probably come out. But that being said, it makes sense to be on Switch. So
Definitely.
it's also cool to see Sony properties on Switch like this too.
That's what I took from it. I was like, wow.
Yeah. It's neat to see.
Yeah, it is. Next we're gonna get fucking Lego Last of Us.
I wouldn't hate that if I'm being honest.
But how do you make that for I can see how you can make Horizon look good for kids. How do you make Last of Us for kids?
I mean, you could still do it like you could do it where the zombies attack someone and it just makes the little brick falling apart sound. You know, like it's not undoable. It's definitely a lot darker, and I think the scene from Last of Us 2 where Joel gets a golf club to the, it's going to be a little bit different. His Lego head just goes flying out the window.
He just does a cartoony death. He just spins around and falls down. Exactly. Just his head though turns into even smaller Legos.
God, dude, that'd be so funny.
Stray, everybody's favorite Everybody's favorite cat game is now coming to Switch. Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, is coming to Switch. The 100-line Last Defense Academy is coming to Switch. Next up, Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. And now we got some new additions to the Nintendo Switch Online. We have Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Four Swords. That was a GameCube game. Metroid Zero Mission, which was a GBA game. Turok Dinosaur Hunter, which was a Nintendo 64 game. And the stinger that they gave after that was Perfect Dark is coming to Switch, the 64 version.
Yeah.
And that is our late report on the Nintendo Direct that you saw a month and some change ago.
Yeah. A little bit late, but we also recorded early that month, so it makes sense why we missed it. That's probably why it feels like we haven't posted in a while, because we recorded so early in the month. But next up, new charger stands for the Switch via Video Game Chronicle. This is VGC, right?
Yes.
I knew that. Look at that. So they're releasing a new two-way stand for the Switch Joy-Cons. What does that mean?
I mean, it is what you're looking at in this picture. It looks kind of like, for those who aren't seeing a picture of it, that controller that came with the Switch that you could put the two Joy-Cons on when you first got it, and you can take them off. They used to call it the dog head or whatever because it kind of looks like a dog head.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like that minus the controller handle parts of it. It just it's a dock that just charges your Joy-Cons.
And then you can just plug that straight into. Okay, that's pretty neat.
I wasn't going to put this in the news, but I saw somebody had a good point in the comments, and they were like, they think that they're doing this because with the oncoming Switch 2, I think it's going to be compatible with old Joy-Cons, but you probably can't dock it to it because I think they're going to be new ones. So they're trying to give you alternate ways to charge the old ones.
That's smart. It's actually really, you know what? People are smart.
We should
be paying them the big bucks.
Yeah, we should be like people. That is that. Next up.
That's pretty cool though. Yeah.
All right. It's Xbox time. The changes in Xbox Game Pass. This is via Windows Central.
Jesus.
I'm sure everybody has seen that there's a price increase, and along with that price increase comes some changes and some new tiers. And by tiers, I mean we're all crying. No.
Because they still don't have fucking games.
We're gonna get killed for that again. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna go down the bullet points from Windows Central. All right. So soon, Xbox Game Pass for console will be shuttered for new users only. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that as if there was an article. That's a bullet. The Xbox Game Pass that is for consoles is going to now that tier is going to be for new users only. Users currently on Xbox Game Pass for console will be allowed to maintain their subscription as well as day one games and the hundreds of titles in the back catalog. New users on Xbox Game Pass in the near future will be greeted by a new Xbox Game Pass standard. This is more like EA Access, which includes Xbox's back catalog and doesn't include day one games. This will be priced at $14.99 a month and will also include Xbox Live Gold for multiplayer, now known as Game Pass Core, confusingly. It doesn't include Xbox Cloud gaming. Game Pass Standard is supposedly launching in September. All right.
Okay.
I'm about to give everybody a minute to understand that because it was hard to understand even reading it. Okay. From September 12th, 2024, Microsoft will only allow existing users to stack Xbox Game Pass for console for up to 13 months. Using prepaid cards and the like, which will continue to function in perpetuity. If you have more than 13 months stacked already, you won't be impacted. So all that tells me is everybody who wants to stack years of Game Pass, do it before September 12th. All right. If you cancel the outgoing Xbox Game Pass for console, you will lose your entitlement. Your entitlement to day one games permanently and will need to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to get it back. So if you are not on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and you're on their standard tier, their Xbox for console tier, you still get day one games. If you were to cancel that and had to get it again, you now have to get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So you could, if you have your Xbox Game Pass console now, you can be grandfathered in and nothing will change.
Okay.
If you interrupt that service for any reason and have to re-sign up, you now have to go up a tier to Game Pass Ultimate. Pause for understanding. People to absorb it because there's still more to go. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will not be changed, but will get a price increase. It will still include PC Game Pass, day one games, and hundreds of back catalog titles, as well as cloud gaming. But it's getting a price increase. The new price will be $19.99 per month. Right now, you can stack 3-month prepaid cards with a 33% discount on the current price, pre-increase pricing at CD. Well, don't worry about that part, because by the time we're probably reporting this, I'm sure that deal is gone. But be sure to check CD keys for any deals on that. And like I said, if you would like to keep stacking, do it before September. PC Game Pass will also be getting a price increase from $9.99 to $11.99. I mean, I guess that's not horrible. It's still an increase though. PC Game Pass will also continue to get day one games. Xbox Game Pass Core, which is Xbox Live Gold multiplayer, gets an annual price increase to $74.99 from $59.99. Damn, that's a hike. But it will remain $9.99 a month. So if you have the monthly version,
So
which
that-
is
what? It's just
then
so
why
dumb.
would I? Yeah,
I mean, it is cheaper no matter what to do the yearly one, but like, it's
yeah.
but like, okay.
The price increases are global. For users with recurring billing, the new prices will take effect on September 12th, 2024, giving you time to cancel if you don't fancy it. Microsoft now has a support page up dedicated to these changes. And before I stop there, I added a new thing. Xbox is also reportedly exploring more Game Pass tiers, including a cloud-only option and a family membership.
It's too many versions of Xbox, man. Like,
They're just confused. It's so, I don't know. It's such a confusing way to lay it out, but I guess they had no other choice. That's the only way they could lay it out. But you're still confusing the current and new customers. I guess if you're brand new post September, that's all you're ever gonna know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it just makes sense that they want more money. That's the main thing, is that they need more money for the service, which makes sense because, and I will always say this, Xbox Game Pass is a great deal for what you're getting, no matter what.
Yeah.
I agree. I've always agreed that. What I do think is weird, and I think is the only sticking point that made me like kind of raise an eyebrow, was that PC Game Pass is only getting a $2 increase, or no, $3, no, $2.
Two.
I can't math. But they're also keeping day one games, which is confusing to me why that's a thing, but you have to get a different version of Xbox Game Pass, and standard doesn't come with the one, and it's more. Standard, it costs more than PC Game Pass, but you still get day one games.
Yeah,
So that
you want to
doesn't.
play on PC. I guess because
I know not all of them come to PC as well. Like not every Xbox game does, but like most of them do. And they're kind of moving games more to do that nowadays because they want people to play their fucking games, even though they don't fucking have any. That being said, it's weird that you need to pay how much now for the day one Game Pass stuff? $19.99 per month?
yes,
For Game Pass Ultimate, you get day one games with that. That's all that you get extra, and cloud gaming. That's it. Right? Oh no, it also includes PC Game Pass. So there's So Game Pass Ultimate gives you PC Game Pass, day one games, the backlog, and cloud gaming. So the only things that you're getting there additionally are the PC Game Pass and cloud gaming and day one games. Or do you get cloud gaming with standard? I can't remember that.
I don't think. Let me go back. Standard is includes Xbox's back catalog. It doesn't include day one games. This will be priced at $14.99 a month. Will also include Xbox Live Gold for multiplayer, now known as Xbox Game Pass Core. It does not include Xbox Cloud Gaming.
Okay, so then what if you just want day one games and the backlog on Xbox the console? There's no option to do that unless you also are purchasing PC Game Pass and cloud gaming at the same time. That's so stupid.
They're really just pushing everyone. Like, they're making it so that you say, well, I'd be stupid to not just get the ultimate one.
Yeah, but like it's
Or if you have a
stupid to buy
PC,
the
okay.
ultimate one, because if you have an Xbox, not a lot of people have both an Xbox and a PC. Like we're in a very privileged position. I mean, I don't have an
very
Xbox
true.
in the first place, but if I had an Xbox, I'm just casually gaming on Xbox, I don't have a PC, so I don't need PC Game Pass. But you're forcing people to buy PC Game Pass or including it with the new deal, but it's not included. You're charging the extra $10 on top of that. So here's the thing. If I was an Xbox user, I'd be pissed because why the fuck do I need cloud gaming? Why the fuck do I need PC Game Pass? All I want is my backlog and day one games.
How much did Xbox Game Pass Ultimate go up? It was $14.99, so it went up.
Yeah,
$5.
$5, but it's still like it's dumb that Game Pass Ultimate comes with PC Game Pass. Like I feel like it should be $14.99 per month base. If you'd like to add on PC Game Pass to your Ultimate deal, you can do it at $19.99 per month. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I feel like it's an unnecessary inclusion. You know, it's just weird, especially when fucking PC Game Pass is only $11.99 and you're getting day one title with that. Like that's crazy. I don't know.
It's a lot, man. Like, they just needed more money.
I feel like this should have been like so much more simple, where it's just like, here's the price. Like you don't need all these extra tiers and shit. Just have Xbox Game Pass. That's it. And it is all of this shit for one price. That's it. And if you even PC Game Pass, just call it Xbox Game Pass and make people pay the whole entire price as of this point, even if you don't have a fucking Xbox, because like you're just making it more confusing. It's unnecessary. Not that I would pay for that. I don't think I would. Never mind. I take that back. I don't know. That's weird.
Listen, that was that, and that's all leading to the thing that's wrapping up. Well, it's not wrapping up the Xbox segment. There's one more segment that's not as egregious, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is coming to Game Pass this week. Microsoft has confirmed. So once the price hike happened, and now they're bringing the Call of Duty games in, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Interesting, especially when it's the last season before Black Ops 6 comes out. So it's kind of late, ironically, but I mean, if you want to get Rhea Ripley, I do.
Well, we know you do.
Mommy.
All right, you got the next one.
Next one, Bootylicious. Motherfucking Xbox came out with 2 new controllers and a brand new Xbox. They have a tradition of making these weird and strange controllers, including the Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles furry controllers, the pizza-scented Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ones, which I completely forgot about. I don't remember this next one that they're mentioning, which is via Polygon, Grogu controller with a shearling jacket. I don't remember that one at all. So I don't know, especially as the last one to mention in their list. It's weird. Anyway, there's a new Deadpool and Wolverine controller coming out on top of a Xbox itself that has katanas on the back of it, which is pretty sick. But the controllers have the voluptuous cheeks of both Deadpool and Wolverine on the back of them, which I believe are magnetic, if I remember correctly from a Twitter video.
Cover the battery port.
Yeah, they covered the battery port, but it's not like they are the battery port. So it's easily removable if you just want to use the regular controller, but they are some big ass cheeks for Deadpool and Wolverine because they got some nice asses and then leather suits, you know?
No, you get that ass.
And it looks like, I guess the only way to get it is through the, like, a sweepstakes like the other ones were and shit, which...
I found that out and I was pissed.
I don't understand why they do this. Like, I understand why they do the controllers that are, like, goofy, but like making it a sweepstakes only thing is really stupid to me. Like you could make a limited run of these and they would sell out. That's what I would do if I was John Xbox. That's what I was like, limited of 5,000 units, and then each unit gets a number on it. Like you could put it right on the back side of the asshole. Like you take the ass plate off and it says what number out of 5,000 you are. Like that's so much better of an option than just being like, hey, look at this really cool thing that like 6 people are gonna have, and that's it. Or like content creators and 6 people. Yeah, 6 normal people and content creators.
Send them to the outlets, and then regular people are gonna have.
Just wait for the Black Nerd comedy video to come out with this shit.
He's just sitting there rubbing it and giggling like he does.
Yeah, with his fucking TMNT pizza one. He got everything.
He does.
But either way, it's one of those things I don't understand it, but it's cool. I'm excited to see the movie. Do you have your tickets to see the movie?
Tomorrow at 6:30.
Nice.
And for those who hear this late, that's Thursday at 6:30.
I got mine for Friday at a matinee. Might be going a little early. Don't tell work.
Work, your secret is safe with me, Chris. I will not tell work.
I'm going at 10 a.m.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm going for a lunchtime Deadpool and Wolverine session. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see this movie. I've heard nothing but good things, and I hope that these controllers and their voluptuous asses get into the right hands. Moving on.
Moving on. Now, I think the rest of these are kind of lighter, so let's just make our way through them.
Making our way
downtown. Multiple Assassin's Creed remakes are on the way. Ubisoft CEO confirms. A report last year claimed that Black Flag was being remade. A number of Assassin's Creed remakes are planned. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot has confirmed. So, Assassin's Creed remakes are coming.
Remakes are different from remasters, right?
Yes, a remake is typically they've added shit or made it like
better.
Maybe change some story elements, control schemes are different. Remasters can have different control schemes too, but like updated control schemes. But remake makes you think
It's
like,
just like-
okay, they're
Yeah.
taking it back to the start and doing something different with mechanics and story.
Okay. I'm more interested in then, because if they were just remasters, then I would say fuck it. I've already played these games, but I would not mind playing Black Flag again if the controllers were a little bit smoother, because I feel like the pirate ship stuff was a little clunky. Even though I loved it, it was clunky.
I love Black Flag. It was, yeah, it was.
But I wouldn't play Assassin's Creed 3 again because I tried to play the remaster that is on PS Plus. That shit was hard to get through because the controls suck ass. I don't know how I did it in my youth on a PS3, but Jesus Christ, they suck.
You had more patience.
I don't know if that's true.
Things have improved.
But next up in the news, Sega's Crazy Taxi reboot is a massively multiplayer driving game. According to the video, and the development team is currently testing adapting the Crazy Taxi gameplay, which players are transporting passengers to destinations as soon as possible, into a game world with multiple players. The rebooted Crazy Taxi will take place in a large, realistic city based on the United States West Coast with a theme park-like map, according to the video. This is from Video Game Chronicle. What are your thoughts on that?
It's about time for Crazy Taxi to come back, and if they can recapture what people loved about it originally, then I'm all for it. I'd like to see what a AAA massive multiplayer Crazy Taxi looks like. But again, if it has that same high energy and it's just now multiple people doing it and picking people, I think it could be fun.
I feel like it's gonna get twisted metal very fast. Like there's just gonna be people trying to ruin other people's taxi routes and shit, and crashing. But like, I think that'd be kind of cool, and they should lean into it. And then, at a certain point, maybe we get a DLC with a certain clown car.
That would be funny. That'd be great.
Picking up some pedestrians in that ice cream machine, ice cream truck. Probably the right word. Machine is what is always broken.
I mean, it is a machine. True.
Yeah.
Next up, the Xbox TV app is now available on Amazon Fire Sticks. Game Pass Ultimate members can stream to their TV without buying an Xbox console. To do so, players will have to install and launch the Xbox app from their Fire TV device, sign in with their Microsoft account, sign up for Game Pass Ultimate if they haven't already, and connect their controller to play. Supported Bluetooth enables wireless controllers. Wireless controllers include the Xbox wireless controller, Xbox adaptive controller, and even the PlayStation DualSense and DualShock 4 pads. So, another way to play some Xbox.
Speaking of that, friend of the show, quite frankly, did a stream the other day, maybe the other week, I don't remember. But he was streaming with the Fire Stick, playing Lies of P live on stream, and it was crispy. I was shocked at how little the frames were dropping. The only issue is that he couldn't hear the game audio because of like some stream settings that he had going on, but we could hear it completely clearly, and it was phenomenal how well it was playing. So I was shocked personally.
I was worried about that.
It's because everyone in our Discord, join the Discord, was saying that the Fire Stick normally takes like 8 minutes to load up a fucking app, whether it be like YouTube or something like that. So seeing that it was this well done and seeing Frankie live stream from it as well and how well it went, amazing. So check out Frankie on Twitch to see more Lies of P. I think he's playing that more soon.
Good shit. Good shit.
Next up, this is my wheelhouse.
It is.
I haven't bought any of these because your boy is broke. That being said, Sony has launched a new line of collectible figures. There's a bunch of them that are coming out. I think there's more than just these, but these are the main ones that are out right now. We have Aloy, Varl, Kratos, Atreus, and Jin Sakai. They are a little bit shorter than 6-inch scale, 1/12 scale. There's a bunch of videos online. I think if you go to, I think it's Toyshiz's Instagram, Toysiz. There's comparison shots of other figures if you want to see if it'll look with your Marvel Legends and other shit like that. But Kratos and Atreus look great together. I really think that the only one that I'm probably going to purchase for myself is Jin Sakai, just because Ghost of Tsushima is
your shit,
the best. Need that second one as soon as possible. But these look really great. They came out much better than I expected. Aloy's got way more accessories than I expected. She has like face plates that you can take off with different expressions and different face paints. And then the coolest thing, which I think is the coolest both for Atreus and Aloy, is that their bow and arrows actually have strings attached to the figures. So it's not like most, like at least with Hasbro and Marvel, like they'll make a Hawkeye or a Kate Bishop or anyone that has a fucking bow, and it'll just be a plastic like piece that connects. And it's thick.
Oh
and
yeah,
it doesn't look right, and it's bad. These are actual strings that you can like pull back and like put into the fingers of the action figure to make them hold the string itself. Or you can have them put it over their shoulder and it will sit there naturally like it's the way it's supposed to, which is really, really cool. And I really like that.
Nice.
But yeah, I think I'll probably be getting Jinsakai. I think Varl was a weird choice. Not that he's not a huge popular character, but I feel like there's other characters in Horizon that would have made more sense to start.
They should have gave you little Aloy when she's in plays her as a kid.
Honestly, I wouldn't have hated it. Not gonna lie, but like to me, I think that it was a missed opportunity. They should have done one of the little robots that like are like the, I don't know how to, like, they kind of look like chickens, but they're like bigger than Aloy.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
Like with the Seekers, I think they're called, maybe with like the one light bulb. Missed opportunity to do that, just because
That'd have been cool.
all of these figures are, main characters, but like to have some sort of villain / enemy to go along with it, especially with Aloy, who seems to have the most accessories and the most stuff going on, I think that would have been a much better move. That being said, it is Aloy from Horizon 2, so I get why it's Varl. It's fine. I'm not mad at Varl. It's just, it feels like a pull from left field, maybe because of the Lego game coming out with him being the co-op character that you play as.
Yeah, I guess now it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, it makes sense there, but I'm also like, I also feel like he's not that big of a character in the game, because like I played the game and I remember playing, and he was there, but then he wasn't there, and then he was there, but then he wasn't there, and he wasn't that big of a character. I don't remember. But, he's cool. He's got a cool design, and I like the way it looks. So, I'm not personally getting it, but if you're interested in it, go check it out. They're all on Amazon right now, and they're about like $20-$30. I think Aloy's a little bit more because of the accessories, but definitely worth it for what these are.
Word, son. No, I'm not going to report on this. The Concord Open Beta happened. If you got to play it, let us know how it was.
I missed
because
it.
by the time we reported, it's old news. After that, all right. I'm not well versed enough in what the kids are doing.
Oh,
but
I have a Reddit article. So once you're done explaining this, I can read out what it is.
All right. Skibbity Toilet film and TV franchise is in the works from Michael Bay. That's the part that's what made me clip this article. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And Adam Goodman. Yeah, they have an interview about it. I did not go deeper into the interview. I just put up the headline. Yeah, that's it.
And you don't know what Skibbity Toilet is, right?
I know it's a meme.
I also don't know what it is, and I knew it's just a meme. So what I did while you were getting the rest of these news articles is I went to Reddit, r/out of the loop, which you and I both are.
Yes.
And people were asking, what is it? And here is a brief answer of what it is. Skibbity Toilet is a series of source filmmaker videos by YouTuber DaFuckBoom, featuring a remix of Give It To Me by Timbaland and Dom Dom Yes Yes by Bizer King, in which an army of toilets with men's heads coming out of them are shown singing the song in various settings. The series follows a plot about the Skibbity Toilets taking over the world, and men with cameras for heads, known as camera heads creative, fighting against them. The first episode was uploaded as a YouTube short in February 2023 and inspired more episodes over the following months, each gaining tens of millions of views. The series became popular as subjects of memes, inspiring fan arts and videos, and other content, including YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. So it's a Gen Z/X meme that we both missed out on.
Word.
So
what?
But the crazy part, I feel like it's even more crazy that they're making a series out of it, because this debuted, according to this article on Reddit, in February of 2023. and they're now making something like that's so soon, right?
And it's not like one or the other. It's film and TV.
Yeah, but if you don't know what it is when you go look at it, if you want to go look at it, it is definitely made in Gary's mod from the models they used to, like they literally use just the Gary's mod models and animate in there, obviously, because it's fucking nightmare fuel. But
very much so.
That's what it is. Now you're not out of the loop or something. We'll make a little jingle for that.
Right.
Next up, Driver is going to be returning, according to Video Game Chronicle. Ubisoft says it's actively working on Driver franchise products, despite a planned live-action series hitting a road bump. Good little pun there, Video Game Chronicle.
Right. Driver, I remember when that was a real big deal, and this was pre-Grand Theft Auto.
Really?
Pre-Grand Theft Auto. Let me rephrase that. Pre-Grand Theft Auto 3, like when it blew up.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see what this is. Like, if you're gonna bring back Driver, I don't know. You have a lot more competition than you did in the PS2 era.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, do you get out of the car in that, or is it just like a strictly like?
I'm not super familiar with Driver. I think I never played the Driver games. I think there was 2 that I remember. I know there was Driver and Driver 2. I forgot if there was another one. And I think you could get out, and then maybe the second one. I think Driver, he was like a stunt man. It was I don't remember. There was a hook to it. I just don't remember what it was. Excuse me, listeners. I don't remember. I didn't play any Driver games. I knew when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, though. I played the shit out of that.
Apparently, there was a bunch of Driver games. Holy shit. Driver San Francisco Platinum Edition, Driver Renegade, Driver LA Undercover, Driver 76, Driver 2, Driver 3, but the 3 is the E in Driver Vegas, Driver Parallel Lines, and then the most recent title, Driver Speedboat.
Well, Speedboat?
Yeah, in 2015. They made a Speedboat version, yeah. Literally, they took a 4-year break from San Francisco and Renegade, and then went to the water.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I know nothing about Driver. I didn't even know it went on that long.
Yeah, from 1999 to 2015.
Damn. So they had a little 10-year break.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, moving on.
Next up.
Is it me or you? Oh,
you did the Driver thing. Splitgate 2.
Yeah.
You did. Splitgate 2 has been announced and will be coming to PC and consoles next year. I didn't know this until I went looking for articles.
Yeah, I mean, I completely forgot that Splitgate shut down, but I feel like I played that game so much. Like, we played that together a lot.
It was a good time.
It was such a fun time. Like, shooter with portals, if you don't remember it. We have plenty of streams that you can go back in the backlog on YouTube and check out.
Yeah.
Like, from maybe like 2 years ago plus. But like, we would
maybe
play
more, but it was a good ass time.
There was like a game mode where there was like a ball that you would capture, and then you would have to protect your teammate who had the ball and hold it on the longest. And it was like baseball mats. Yeah, well, it's gone. You can't. Doesn't exist anymore, which is crazy. But Splitgate 2 is going to be coming back next year. I'm excited then because first of all, it looks like they kind of like have a new confidence with this. Like, this looks much better than Splitgate 1 from the trailer that they showed. And honestly, it was way ahead of its time, and I feel like that might have been the reason why it was like shut down so quickly, because it was so fucking good. But it's coming back. Thinking with portals again. Looking
forward to it, man.
Next
real quick. I want you to go into this next story by reading the caption I put on the left side of the Splitgate one, and then go into the Halo one reading the left side that I put.
So on the left side, we have Splitgate is back by the Video Game Chronicles. And then next up, Halo is not.
I set that up on purpose.
Very well done. Very well done. Paramount Plus has canceled its Halo live action series after 2 seasons, and I never watched it personally because I'm not a Halo guy. But
I never watched.
from what I could see online, everyone is extremely thankful of this because this show ruined the franchise and tried to be its own thing. They took his fucking helmet off.
People were pissed.
Dude, I remember when that happened, and I've never played a Halo before, but we were talking on this podcast back then. I was like, that is something that should have been reserved for the video game.
Yeah,
This is
I do
a
remember you
video
saying
game
that.
franchise. He should have never removed his helmet in the show. That is something that the people who played the game deserve in game if it was gonna ever fucking happen. And it didn't need to happen ever, to be fair.
It didn't.
But if it was gonna happen, it should have happened in the game. And this is what happens when you don't fucking pay attention to your source material. I remember there was an interview with the dude who played fucking Master Chief, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't read the books, or I never read the books, or I didn't read the games, or I didn't play the games, or anything like that. I'm like, then why are you playing the character besides the money?
The check.
It's a joke, man. It's a joke. People don't care about the shit that it's coming from. Look at the Fallout series. That's why, well, I mean, that's a bad game making a good show, but that's a different story. But still,
Well,
speaking of Fallout,
canceled after 2 seasons because all 2 of its fans stopped watching it. Bethesda Game Studios has become the first Microsoft video game studio to fully unionize under the Communication Workers of America. I felt like this was important to put here because there's so many layoffs going on in gaming so very often that this studio unionizing, if you know, I know that's not like something you could just hop, skip, and do, but if more studios could do that, you know, it would be good for the studios themselves in an industry where the turnover rate seems to be increasing by the year.
for sure. It's nice to see as well, just because this might hopefully lead to more studios trying to do this, or more, maybe even just a union for video game devs in general.
Right.
This could lead to some sort of union that way, just seeing that it is possible now, which would be nice because they definitely need it. With the way it's heading.
For sure.
Yeah. Next up, the little caption on the left. Water is wet via Video Game Chronicles. And if you don't know what that is, iconic character Heihachi Mishima is coming to Tekken 8. I
put water is wet because Heihachi has been like one of the main faces of Tekken since it was, I think he was on the cover of the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, his hair is very iconic. He looks like Wolverine if he didn't have his mask on. He actually just looks like Wolverine's mask.
Yeah, he does. But I don't know. I saw this headline and was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, of course he's gonna be. I mean, maybe he wasn't in the main game, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Tekken 8? Tekken 8 didn't come out yet, right?
Ew. I'm very much out of the fighting game community, sadly, just because I've never been good at them.
Oh yeah, it's out. I guess he just wasn't in this main version of the game, but he has been revealed, and yes, Tekken character is coming to Tekken.
Hell yeah.
Warner Brothers has acquired Play First Games, the studio behind free-to-play platform fighter Multiverses. So Warner did good on them, bought the Multiverses studio, acquired the Multiverses studio.
Yeah.
So they're investing in it. They clearly stand by it. So I'm assuming we'll see a lot more Multiverses to come. And I'm interested in what else that studio can do. So
yeah. We got to get back into Multiverses.
Yeah.
We'll play that sometime.
Only reason I didn't jump right back in when it came back is because people were complaining that the game, like the physics and everything was all thrown off.
Oh, isn't it like slower now or something?
Yeah, it was like,
that's what people were saying.
Super slow and shit. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I don't know if it's still like that, but maybe I'll download it because I think we played on PlayStation when we played together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll shoot a little download in the background while I'm playing Marvel Rivals tonight and see if we can check that out. But
down for that.
Our last story, which it feels like I shouldn't be the one talking about.
I'll read
this.
Go. Capcom has claimed that it's looking into creating new Mega Man games more regularly. Like, finally. I put in our NGP news section, which, you know, feel free to join that, everybody
Discord.
listening, if you're not. It says Capcom told investors that they are considering how they can make Mega Man games on a regular basis. Mega Man is one of our highly valued IPs, and we are considering how to create games for it on an ongoing basis. That's the quote. The various Mega Man collections have been very good, but it's definitely time for a brand new game. It has been time for a long time. To the point where it's like, you know how hard you have to knock this out the park now because it's been so long. Like, Mega Man was like the mascot for Capcom at one point.
I'm shocked that Mega Man's kind of like died out, especially with like how popular it was. Like, it never really lost popularity, I don't think. It just kind of stopped. You know,
they just stopped making them.
Yeah, it was just like a halt of like production, as opposed to like, hey, people aren't really liking this game anymore. We should just, you know, stop making them. It was just like, nope, no more. Fuck you. And that's super weird, especially with like they're making figures now of Mega Man. Like the Jada Toys ones. I actually have I don't know where I actually put them now that I'm looking around. I have too much shit. But like those are fucking phenomenal. And like they're gonna be making all of the different like bosses and shit that are in the background here. They just announced another wave coming this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con. Like Mega Man is popular as fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Why we don't have a game?
Look, man, and I put in again in the NGP chat, I was like, Capcom needs to let me in that boardroom. I can easily lay out a plan for Mega Man going forward. Because, for instance, like Mega Man X went into 3D, and that was like its lowest point, and people didn't really fuck with the 3D versions of those games. But they need to do like they did with Mega Man, the original Mega Man series, when they brought it back for Mega Man 9. Yeah. When 9 and 10 came out, they made them 8-bit again, like the NES games. And they were phenomenal. They were loved. Everybody loved that return to form. I was like, they need to make a Mega Man X 16-bit game. Like a Super Nintendo 16-bit pixelated Mega Man X game. Call it Mega Man X9, because that's what they're up to. And that would immediately go crazy, like off the shelves.
For sure. Honestly, I'd love to see someone make a like side scroller beat 'em up Mega Man game, just to like get him back into like the talks of shit. Like people that are making fucking Shredder's Revenge, the new Power Rangers one that's coming out. Like that's the perfect type of game to get Mega Man back into the talking point of the video game community, is to bring it back with a beat 'em up, something simple. You know what characters to do for all four. Pretty simple. You could do like him, Zero. Who else? Fucking.
If you're doing from the whole series, you can do all the Mega Mans, like Mega Man, Mega Man X, the Battle Network Mega Man, Zero, the Zero from the Mega Man Zero games.
What was the dude?
Proto Man,
Proto Man. I like that guy. He was cool.
Yeah, he had the shades on and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot they can do. I think they just need to realize that you don't have to take it. So it doesn't have to be a serious thing. Like you can make these lighthearted Mega Man games, get them back into like the talks of people, and then you can hit them with like a AAA if y'all want to just go balls to the wall Mega Man, because because everything we've seen of Mega Man since has either been a collection or they just add him to shit. Like they add a skin for him in like Monster Hunter or something like that.
That's crazy.
Or Dead Rising.
It's a missed opportunity. Sad.
I think that side-scrolling beat-em-up Mega Man game would be fun though. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea, especially for that
simple fix. Yeah,
and there's so many enemies that you can be fighting.
100%. Plus, like I feel like honestly, like the people that are doing the Power Rangers one, I think, are like kind of, even though the game's not out yet. But I mean, no offense, it's a beat-em-up game. It's really hard to fuck those up, to be honest. What they're doing with the little side shit where it's like you're the Megazord, you're doing like a shooter while you're on the roller coaster, those extra little things like that is perfect for this. Perfect for Mega Man. Do something like that where it doesn't recreate the wheel, but it fucking adds some extra shit that you didn't need. You could do a whole entire level that is the Battle Network shit.
Yeah.
Like just like a little tiny side mission. Oh, now we're in the Battle Network stuff and it's a turn-based like fucking RPG for like 10 minutes and then you go back to the beat 'em up. Like it's such a simple, easy thing.
You need to be in the boardroom. This is a good idea.
Listen, it's just copy and pasting. I play Marvel Rivals. It's just Overwatch 2. I know.
That's what they're gonna fucking do. It's gonna be a fucking Mega Man hero shooter, and I'm gonna be like,
Dude,
what the fuck? Even though all those characters, you could
Yeah.
easily make one, but
honestly, like a Resident Evil game, but it's Mega Man. Fuck it.
right.
God
Oh, no,
damn.
I hear my child crying.
That's good because we're about an hour and 30 minutes into this podcast. We're right at the end of it.
Oh yeah, true. We're at the end.
So
That's
we're
the last story.
Yeah. So it's time to chill. If you like
Yep.
this episode and you want us to be back in person, which we will be next time, and it'll be much better edited and more like it's supposed to be, like the Wayne's World that this podcast is. God damn it.
Yeah, essentially.
That one guy that made that comment. You can follow us on all social media platforms. Save the letter B, the number 4 quitting at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Titty.
Titty. It's an acronym. Don't get
Mhm.
mad.
Right.
It's not that
Please.
serious. See that dude on fucking TikTok and mustache.
Yeah, that
Good
guy's
guy.
good.
Love him. Anyway, you can also go to our Discord, which is down in the description down below. You can join up on that. We post the news every single week. We post our weekly pickups because we buy nerdy shit and we go into debt because of it. Look
Yep.
at this fucking background. God damn it. Ants is gonna be like that soon once his Family
it
Guy
is.
family shows up.
Not Simpsons.
I got yeah. Like I said Family Guy. What the
You
fuck is
did.
wrong with me? Jesus
I don't know.
Christ. Peter Griffin's on the mind, you know.
All
Anyway,
good. It happens.
moving forward, you can go check out our merch at savebeforequitting.com, where we got some merch options of Sonic Adventure 2 with me and Ant. We got our classic logo. We got a couple of extra random logos, and maybe something new with continuing. I don't know.
Cups, shirts, socks, hoodies. It's all there. Hats.
All you
that
need.
stuff.
And
Yep.
the drinkable cups, not the other one. Other than that, you can go to our Patreon where you can support us and get extra podcasts a month. We can get our news slideshow now, which we've just decided to be a Patreon bonus. We'll put a shareable link in the Patreon, be like, here's the news
Yeah.
for this week and shit. But
Right.
we'll get back to the Patreon podcast soon. It's been a rough couple months for me specifically, and I've
We'll get it done.
definitely been slacking and need to apologize to the followers and the patrons who stuck along the way. So appreciate you guys if you still did. Appreciate you. Love you. Check it out. It's cheap as hell. And
Do
it
it.
helps us do this and make sure the taxes are paid at the end of the year. That.
We're too close to it, and it's only July, and I'm scared of it.
Yeah, it's a time. But that being said, I don't know what else we got. If you want to play a beat 'em up with Mega Man in it, you can make sure that you always
Save
stay
before quitting.
And if it happens, we said it first. God damn it.
We did.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Honestly, I feel like that's gonna show up at Video Game Awards this year, and then we're gonna be like, "What?"
That if that specific ass idea shows up, at that point you have to go like just play the lottery because that's a crazy specific.
I do win things. Remember when I won the fucking skateboard from Alana and shit? Like I win shit on Instagram all the time. I should probably.
Should have been like,
play the
do
lottery.
you come with the skateboard?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that.
She probably heard it 10,000 times that day.
Probably.
When she put up
Everyone
the
simps over Alana Pierce. Who doesn't, right? She's the best.